Hey guys, in this video we are covering the most exciting and anticipated topic on this channel in years. And guys, I'm genuinely excited because I've been waiting for this car for so many years. Finally it's here. We're going to talk about the exterior, the interior, the specs. We're going to talk about everything, and I will at the end of the video be answering the question, will I be getting one of these Volvo EX90s? So stay tuned. If you're new here, I'm Chris. I have this channel dedicated to testing electric vehicles. We do new cars, we do reviews, we do range tests, we do a whole bunch of videos on electric cars in general. So if you like electric cars, if you like electric car content, please be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell, and also give this video a thumbs up for the brand new Volvo EX90. Thank you very much. I'm not gonna let you guys wait anymore. Without further ado, here we have it. This is the brand new Volvo EX90. And if you've seen any of my videos here on the channel in the past few months, this may not be a surprise to you. We've already basically seen a drawing of this car from different angles. There were some, leaked patented drawings earlier this year. But once you get, a rendering or a photo like this with color, with wheels, with all the details, yeah, it is awesome. And I have to say, this thing is stunning. I love the design. I love it. And when they released the second generation Volvo EX90 back at Frankfurt in 2014, looking at those photos, I was like, meh, it's okay. Here, I have a whole different kind of experience, a whole different type of opinion, because I genuinely, and it may be because I am preconditioned because I saw those drawings, but this is stunning. This is beautiful. This is modern. This is sleek. I love the new front end with the brand new Thor's Hammer LEDs. We're going to get back to that. Also, I'm seeing now there is a LiDAR on the roof. I actually didn't see that before now, but in overall shape and proportions, this is very much a Volvo XC90. I mean, unmistakably a Volvo XC90, but it has a brand new front end, and this being fully electric, it doesn't need that huge gaping grille. And the way they've made this, front end look with that hood that comes down and meets the grille, it actually looks very wide and very narrow, this front section where the logo is, and I love it. The car's it looks aggressive, but also with that lower part where it, kicks up at the end against those fog lights or those lower LED DRLs, it's kind of smiling also. I love it. I love this color also, not sure what it's called, and we're gonna get into all the details afterwards, guys, but I just want to, start the video with looking at it. So looking at the rear 3/4, again, this design shouldn't be new to any of you guys who have seen any of my videos before, because we basically seen drawings of this. But again, with the, the lettering, with the illuminated tail lights, with all the details and the wheels, this is a sleek, modern, and elegant design. I mean, Volvo, in my opinion, one of the best designs in the past decade. I mean, I passed a, facelifted second generation Volvo XC90 earlier today, probably like a 2021 model, and it still looks modern and sleek, even though that car came out 8 years ago. They showed it, Frankfurt 2014. It's an 8-year-old design, and it still looks modern and sleek, and one of the best aged Volvo designs in modern history, in my opinion. And this is, I'm getting the same vibes here. It just, it's just an evolution, but at the same time it is very different. So I mean, look at the current Range Rover that they revealed earlier this year, and the last generation, still very similar, but it's kind of hard distinguishing the brand new Range Rover with the one they've been making for the past 10 years. Here, it's still unmistakably an XC90, but it is new, it is fresh. You're not going to mistake this for the old XC90, but you're not going to mistake it for anything else than an XC90. I love it. I love it. I can't say that as much. And if you go back, look at my Polestar 3 video where I, again, this video, I'm reacting to this before the actual launch. So this video goes out when the car is revealed to the world. When I first saw the Polestar 3, my reaction was kind of muted, but then I sat on it for a few days and I really appreciated that design. This is totally different. This is like out of the box, like wow, applause. This is really, really good design. I still love the Polestar 3, but I think I like this better. And again, I'm a sucker for a boxy SUV. I've had two Volvo EX90s of that second generation. I had one in 2016 and I had one in 2018. So you guys know I love a boxy SUV, and this is just taking off all of my boxes. So and you guys can see from my reaction, I wanted to like this car. I was afraid to be disappointed, but I'm not. And looking at it straight on, wow, if this is a peek into the future design of Volvos, I'm excited. What's the next S90 going to look like? Or maybe it's going to call the ES90, an electric S90. And that would be a perfect two-car garage. But it's really, really, I don't know, I don't have many adjectives to express this, but I'm loving this design. You have, you know, that Volvo logo, you know, occupying that whole flat frontal fascia, and then you have these cool, you know, I don't know, second generation Thor's hammer LEDs that in the actual horizontal part, they open up. It's really cool. I'm going to show you guys the video. They open up to reveal the actual headlights. It's so cool. And I love the boxy design. Kind of like we've seen with the pixel style headlights and taillights in the Ioniq cars from Hyundai. This is very much, you know, in that same fashion. It's awesome. It's awesome. I can't wait to see one in person. So let's take a look also from the front end. This has a longer overhang. We're going to get into all the details later on in this video, but this is a bit bigger than the current generation Volvo EX90. And from what I can understand, this isn't a replacement, but it also kind of is, because this is the new thing. There's not going to be a new Volvo XC90 now, but they're going to continue on producing the Volvo XC90 in hybrid, diesel, and petrol. This is only going to be fully electric, and this is going to be the way forward. So this will be like a transition period where we're going to have both cars being produced and sold at the same time. They're maybe also going to update, you know, give a facelift to that second generation Volvo XC90, but this is built on the new SPA2 platform that can accommodate a full electric vehicle. So that's the reason why we have been waiting for so long, because the SPA1 platform couldn't accommodate a fully electric vehicle like the CMA platform. That's why we have, you know, an XC40 that's fully electric, C40 fully electric, and also the Polestar 2, which is also fully electric on the CMA platform. And we've only seen hybrids on the SPA platform. The one with the biggest battery pack we've seen is that Polestar 1 with a 34 kilowatt hour battery pack. But again, they had to do a lot of modifications to that platform to be able to accommodate those that amount of batteries. This 170 kilowatt hours net capacity, 111 kilowatt hours gross. So 107 kilowatt hours net, 111 kilowatt hours gross. Yeah, I love the wheels, and I love that they don't have the Volvo in the center, but they have it on one of the spokes written out. Yeah, this is the pinnacle of modern Scandinavian SUV design at the moment. This is so cutting edge, and it is awesome. Also in profile, it's a bit longer. You can see you have longer overhangs, especially the front end and also the rear end, than an XC90. Again, this is a little bit bigger at a little more than 5 meters long, but it looks so good. I mean, it's the proportions, and they show us like this. The rear end is maybe my least favorite, but I really like it, and that says a lot to how much I like this design. So let's move over to, well, here we have another photo. Yeah, from every angle, there's not a bad angle on this car at all. Again, front 3/4, the proportions, the greenhouse, the boxy shape, it just works for me. This just really works for me. So let's take a look at the interior. We only have one photo. Again, I was only given about, I think there's 2-3 videos there and about 10-11 photos. They're going to reveal more photos at the actual launch, but us with early access, we only have limited amount of photos. But also the design, and you know, we've seen some in the past weeks. We've seen some leaked photos and videos from Volvo, and this is where I was a little bit disappointed, because I was like, this is basically a Polestar 3 interior, and well, just something fell in my cupboard there. But this is basically a Polestar 3 interior, and as much as I like and love that interior, I was hoping that there would be a bigger difference, because again, if you look at the Polestar 2 and Volvo C40 XC40, completely different interiors. I think they only, you know, share some switchgear and then the steering wheel. Other than that, completely different. This is much closer, but what they have done here, from what we can see, is that the dashboard is maybe a little bit bigger and wider, and then you have that infotainment system where it's completely floating in the Polestar 3. Here it's more part of the dashboard, and I very much like that. The portions where you have the woodwork, it also seems a little bit taller. It's just a little bit, the surface area is just bigger, giving it just a little bit more of that luxurious feel. But my favorite thing here, again, I only have one interior photo, is the center console, which is exactly the same center console as we have in Polestar 3. And again, I love the Polestar 3 interior. Go check out my walkthrough. I will link that in the description box down below. It's an amazing interior. And, you know, that's coming from me. I drive a Porsche Taycan Cross Turismo, which has upgraded leather, like a very solid interior. I was impressed by the Polestar 3 interior, especially at the price point. This is going to be, you know, basically the same. But what I love, what I really like what they've done here, is that in the center console, where the Polestar 3 was, you know, glossy black plastic, here they have wood trim. So I don't see any other glossy black plastic here than on the steering wheel. I'm betting also on the window controls. So I mean, we have very little glossy black plastic, which is again very nice. But yeah, this is really nice. So applause. This is going to be a stunning car in person, and I can't wait to see it for myself and give you guys, yeah, a tour of it. Before we get into specs and more exciting details about the Volvo EX90, I just want to give a huge thanks to today's video sponsor, Zaptec, with their Zaptec Go home charger. The Zaptec Go actually won Best in Test in 2022 by the Norwegian Automobile Association, an independent body that tests, you know, tires, chargers, and all kinds of car things related. So if you want to get the best charger on the market according to the Norwegian Automobile Association, go to a link down below and order yourself a Zaptec Go home charger, which you actually can get in a whole bunch of different colors. So go down below, check out their website, pick your color, and yeah, buy one, because it is the best apparently. Okay, now let's get into the exciting details. And again, guys, this is going to be quite a lengthy video because there are a lot of things to cover. So if you don't like that, well, I'm sorry. If you do like lengthy videos, well, you're welcome, and please hit that thumbs up button down below. And also, I will be, you know, dividing this into chapters, so you can hop to the parts that you may find exciting or not exciting. So yeah, thank you very much. And also, guys, before we move forward, let me know what you think of the exterior design of the new Volvo EX90. Do you like it? Don't you like it? Are you excited as I am? Or do you just like, another boxy SUV? Let me know in the comment section down below. But okay, the EX90 7-seat electric SUV, kind of a given, but yeah, we don't have too many 7-seat electric SUVs on the market today. The ones I can think about is the actual Mercedes EQB, you have the new EQS, you have also the Hongqi EHS9, BYD Tang. Okay, there are a few, but yeah, most of them are not even on the market yet. But this is a new offering in a, you know, a little bit more narrow segment of the market. So in Norway, there are going to be two versions at launch, and probably most everywhere else in the world. You're going to have the Twin and the Twin Performance. And at launch, you're going to have them with the top spec trim, which is called the Ultra. So the Ultra comes as standard, and also, of course, later on, we're probably going to get, you know, lower output versions. We're going to get lower trim versions, but this is how the car launches. Typically, we're always, you know, when there's a new car, we're going to get these top trims. So 7 seats as standard, panoramic sunroof as standard, pixel LED lights with 1.3 million LEDs. Pretty cool. Bose sound system as standard. pretty surprising because Volvo have had a Harman Kardon sound system as the lower tier, but now we have a Bose sound system instead of Harman Kardon. It seems so. Also, Google infotainment system, which comes on a 14.5-inch infotainment display. We also have a 8-inch driver display behind the steering wheel, adaptive cruise control with pilot assist from Volvo, the latest generation with all the techs and a whole bunch of sensors, head-up display, and 360 cameras. So that's what's standard with this, Ultra package. But there's also a few options. What you can get as an option are 22-inch wheels, also Bowers & Wilkins sound system, and I'm guessing this is the same Bowers & Wilkins sound system, the upgraded version, the one you have in the Polestar 3, which has 1750 watts and 21 channels. And I think 640 of those watts is for the interior, and you have 100 watt for the exterior sound, like backing up and just like low frequency, low speed sound so pedestrians can hear you. Yeah, and also if you order it online, you're going to get included winter wheels and service in that purchase. If you order it at a dealer, you're only going to get that service package. So that's interesting. Order it online, you're going to get an included winter wheel package in the pricing. So in Norway, the car's going to start at 864,000 kroners, and that is without the suggested VAT for electric cars in 2023. So unlike Polestar, Volvo are giving us the prices without VAT because there is still uncertainty what's going to happen. So, expect that price with maybe the new weight tax also to be about 100,000 kroners more. So 864, 964. So this is not a cheap car. It's about 100,000 kroners. More expensive than the Polestar 3, but it is also much more car. So kind of expected. Again, I mean, it's a big, large, cutting edge electric SUV. This is what you're going to pay for it, but you're getting a lot for the money. So for people expecting like 600,000 kroners or 60,000 euros, I apologize, but this is, Volvo's flagship at this point. So we have two versions, which is the EX90 Twin and EX90 Twin Performance. So the Twin, dual electric motors, one on the front axle, one on the rear axle, 107 kilowatt hour net battery capacity, 408 horsepower, 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 5.9 seconds, DC fast charging of 250 kilowatts, and that is on a 400 volt architecture. So SPA2 is not 800 volt, SPA2 is 400 volt. And WLTP estimated range of 585 kilometers, which, considering this large vehicle, that is not bad at all. That is not bad at all. But again, WLTP in real world is going to differ. I have a lot of data because I do motorway ranges. I do a lot of range tests here on the channel. And Volvos in summertime, like 20 degrees plus Celsius, typically get around 70% of their estimated WLTP rated range. That is at a constant 110 to 120 kilometers an hour on the motorway. You're going to get about 70% of that. So that in this car is going to work out to about 410 kilometers, so 400 kilometers plus. And I don't think that is bad at all. That's quite good if you're considering this large vehicle, big battery pack, big performance, big luxury, 7 seats, a lot of cargo capacity, proper boxy SUV, 400 kilometers plus at a steady 110, 120 kilometers an hour, about 70, 75 miles per hour. That is not bad at all. I think most people are going to be, impressed by that. Then we have the EX90 Twin Performance. Again, dual electric motors. I think the rear electric motor in this one is more powerful. I spoke to some of the engineers at the launch of the Polestar 3 that told me that the rear electric version in the Model 3 Polestar 3 Performance had a more powerful rear electric motor. So this is basically the same drivetrain. So what you're getting is same 170 kilowatt hour net battery capacity, 517 horsepower. So a much bigger power bump than what you get in the two versions of the Polestar 3. That is really nice. A big differentiation. and 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 4.9 seconds. So this is going to be a quick car. Again, 250 kilowatts charging, 10 to 80% in both of these cars is around 30 minutes. And that is very good considering this big battery pack. Again, same WLTP rated range, 585 kilometers. That's going to give you in the real world on the motorway, as I said, 400 kilometers plus. Yeah, I mean, that is good. That's the numbers we have to see. And hopefully, you know, in the years, they're going to refine this. We're probably at one point in time going to see 600 and 600 kilometers plus. But this as a starting point, this is very, very good. So size-wise, 5.03 meters long, 1.96 meters wide without the mirrors. And it's also 1.74 meters tall and a ground clearance of 208 millimeters. This has standard air suspension, so possibly like in that Polestar 3, you're gonna get about a 5 or 6 extra centimeters while going into off-road mode. So this is a proper big SUV. This is about the size as the new Range Rover, guys, the big Range Rover. So this is a big and impressive car. It's a little bit lower. I think that Range Rover is like 1.8 meters. This is 1.74, so it's going to be about this much lower. But again, it's about the same size. Wheelbase, 2.985 meters, so almost 3 meters. And then the trunk. So a lot of people were disappointed about the Polestar 3 having a small trunk like 480 liters, 655 liters. And guys, this is the VDA, the way we measure it in Europe, and that is up to the window line, up to the shoulder line. This being a boxy SUV, you're going to get a lot over that. So the EPA for this is probably going to be more than 1,000 liters. Very impressive. Even with the third row folded up in position is 310 liters. And then you also have a front which is 34 liters. So yeah, this is very, very impressive. Drag coefficient, this big of a car, 0.29 CD. Yes, this has been a very lengthy video, and if you watched, you know, thus far, I really do appreciate that. So thank you very much. And also, if you haven't hit that like button yet, please be sure to do that. So, you know, there's a lot of things to talk about this car. So again, that's why this video is so long. And if you do appreciate that, well, you're welcome. If you don't like, well, just skip to the part that you want to see. Again, I'm going to try to have as many chapters as possible down below to split this video up. So the last thing we want to talk about here in this video is, will I be getting the brand new Volvo EX90? And if you've seen the video this long, you may have, well, already gathered that, yeah, I'm pretty positive and excited about this car, and I will most definitely be getting one. Yeah, I'm gonna get one. I've said it here on the channel for years now. I'm gonna get the Volvo XC90 once it becomes electric. This isn't technically the Volvo XC90, but it also kind of is, because this is, you know, eventually the replacement, even though they're going to build the both of the cars side by side for a few years. This is the electric Volvo XC90 we've all been waiting for. And looking at these photos here, I'm excited because this thing is so stunning. I love the design, and if it's going to drive anything close to what it looks like, this is going to be a very good car. So I have my Porsche Taycan Cross Turismo now that I had for almost a year in February. There wasn't any date on the launch, but I'm guessing like quarter 3 or 4 of 2023. So it's still about a year away from customers taking delivery. I hope Norway is a prioritized market, since, well, almost 90% of new cars sold in Norway are fully electric, which is completely insane. So I hope we are a market that Volvo do prioritize. And I don't think I'm going to be buying one. I think I'm going to go for that 3-month subscription service, because that means I can, you know, have some flexibility, because I'm not gonna, this is not the only car I'm gonna have. This will, at this point in time, I'm also looking to get a Polestar 3. Will I have these two cars at the same time? I don't know, probably not. Probably gonna get the one that comes out first, but I wanna have them both and test them both for 3, 6, maybe 12 months, and having the ability to, you know, rent the car for a 3-month period or a short lease really does fit the way I use and drive these cars. So I also want the new Range Rover and the Sport when that becomes electric. There are not a lot of exciting maybe sports cars coming in the future. I'm really missing the Audi e-tron GT that I had last year, so I want to get one of those also. But I'm gonna try to have one, maybe at least two cars full time here on the channel. So yeah, that's my plan. That's my plan. So having this and also maybe an Audi e-tron GT, having both the sporty electric car and the big SUV would be really, really cool. So guys, I do appreciate you guys who have been watching this very lengthy video. So again, let me know what you think down below. Exterior, interior, pricing, battery size, efficiency, the whole lot. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please drop me a thumbs up down below. And for more car content, as always, please subscribe. See you guys later and goodbye.